Hey everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we will be discussing about Splunk reports. Now, the best way to understand concept is through a sample use case. So let's take a sample use case. Now you have a security manager and there is a use case that a security manager should be informed with the list of IP addresses and country location from which failed SSH attempts are being made at a period of 24 hours over email. So what the use case is? Use case is that a security manager within your organization needs a list of IP addresses and its associated country from which a failed SSH authentication attempts are made at a daily interval. Now, this is something which is you will see in lot of organizations. So let's look into how you can achieve this specific possibility. So let me go to the secure log. I'll select all time. Now we'll quickly do action is equal to failure. So this is first part. Now since the country details are needed, I'll do a IP location source and this will basically give me the country specific details. And the last thing that I would need is a table of source IP address and the country. So these are all the results that are present. Now, one important part to remember is that these results can be exported from Splunk. Now, if you will see, you have an option for export. Now, I can export this in various formats like CSV, XML, JSON and others. So let's select CSV and the file name that I'll give is failed SSH attempts. Now the number of results, I'll just leave it as blank and I'll go ahead and I'll export it. And you will see it got exported. So if I'll click on this CSV file, you would see that I have two specific fields which are available. One is source and second is country. So this is something which I would really like. Now, along with that, one thing that you might want to remember is that currently you will see there are a lot of IP addresses which are getting repeated. Basically, you will see this as a brute force pattern. So generally, if you do not want the same IP address to be repeated 100 or 1000 times, you can make use of unique parameters. So unique will make sure that whatever IP addresses that you have over here, they are not repeated. So you'll only have a unique set of IP address which are present over here. So once you have done that, what you will do is you have to automate this because the security manager wants this report at a 24-hour interval. So one thing is you every 24 hours you run this specific query, you export the result and you send it to a security manager. But if you're a lazy person like me, you might want to automate it completely. So Splunk would do that for you. So the way in which you can do that is that once you have this query written and you have a proper output as expected, what you can do is you can save this. So if you'll see there's an option called as save as, you can save this as a report. Now the report title, I would say SSH brute force attempts, and the time range picker I'll leave it as default of yes. I'll click on save. Now it is saying that your report has created and I'll click on view. Now this is the report that was created. Now since we had enabled time range picker, we can actually click on a specific time range and our report would be changed accordingly. Now this is a report which is created. Now what we want is that report, this specific report should be running at a 24-hour interval. So if you'll click on edit here, you have various options like edit, description, permission, schedule. Schedule is something that we are interested in. So I'll click on edit schedule. Now schedule report is a checkbox that I'll select. Now you can run it every hour, you can run it every day, every week, every month, or you can even have your own custom cron schedule. So I'll run it every day. I'll run it at 12 AM in the every day. Now the time range, you can select the time range, not required since we are running it at 12 AM. Now the priority is important. So if there is a resource limitation, you can have this report as highest priority if this is important for you to be running. Now the trigger actions is the post actions that would happen after the report is created. So whether you want this report details should be sent in email, or some type of a script should run, or there's an external webhook which you can integrate it with software like Slack or others. So we can select on send email. You can put instructors or whatever email that you have, the priority associated with it. Now the subject is Splunk report and the report name, and include, you can attach a CSV, you can attach a PDF, or you can even attach link to report and link to results, and you can go ahead and click on save. And this is the reason. Now you see this report is currently scheduled, and you do not see anything here because it is yet to run. Now in case you do not know where you would find your reports, you can go to the main Splunk homepage, click on search and reporting, go to reports, and here you should see your report which is titled as SSH brute force attempt. So and within here, if you just expand this, you would see what is the action which is scheduled and at what time the report is supposed to run. So this is it about today's video. I hope this has been informative for you, and I look forward to see you in the next video.